Today in hand, I have an exclusive look at every 2026 Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt that has been announced so far. And we'll start off our video by driving in our Elite 64 Freightliner Cascadia. That's going to be the helper for this video to help us display the Super Treasure Hunt. So we'll put that right there in the back. And our first 2026 Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunts is the Drift Ender. This is from the 2026 Hot Wheels A case right here. So it says Drift Pursuit on the side right there. And then you can see the TH for the Super Treasure Hunt logo just right there on that side. Two turbos on the front, which is kind of cool. And then there is your back end. It's kind of like a police paddy wagon type of thing. Bottom base, you can see it says Drift Ender, and then we have the slicked real riders. And then for the first four, I do have the main lines to compare. So that is our Drift Ender main line, so you can get a comparison of what it looks like compared to the Super Treasure Hunt. Obviously, the main thing is no real riders on this one right here. They're plastic wheels and tires. And then obviously there's that TH. You can see the TH right there on the side of the Super, and no TH on the side of the Drift Ender mainline. So that's your main differences, but that's your A case Super Treasure Hunts. And the Drift Ender will actually just display just right there. And our next one, 2026 Hot Wheels B case, is the Ford Mustang GTD, and a beautiful metallic blue Spectra Flame paint job right there with the gold wheels. I love these wheels. They look really fantastic. We've got the gloss black on the top with the striping, and then on the rear you can see GTD, and there is your TH Super Treasure Hunt logo on there. On the bottom base, we do have a nice kind of a metallic gray plastic base right there with the slick, or no, these are the treaded real riders on there. So we got treads on this one right here, and you can see those nice gold wheels. And let's grab our mainline variation. Very distinctively different for the mainline. You can see it's a much lighter, kind of a glossy blue, whereas the Spectra Flame blue on the Super Treasure Hunt. So those ones you're not going to mix up in store. You can see those main differences obviously on the back end as well. The license plate of the Super has the TH. The license plate of the mainline just has the Mustang horse logo right there. So kind of cool how you can see those ones side by side. So Super Treasure Hunt, mainline, you'll be able to tell those ones apart. We'll roll out the mainline, put the Super right beside the Drift Ender right there, and we'll grab what could possibly be the most valuable, expensive Super Treasure Hunt of 2026, as it is so far, the Ferrari F40 Competizione for the 2026 Hot Wheels C case Super Treasure Hunt. You can see that TH logo just right there on the side. Also, we got those Ferrari shields. Very cool wheels, very distinctive wheels for the F40 as well. There is your rear. You can see the triple exhaust, and then we have that wing that is held up for the Competizione version of this one. It's not the standard F40, it's the comp racing variation of the F40. And this one in a Spectra Flame black, but it's kind of like a really dark gray colorway. It's not really super black at all, but very nice. We have the treaded real riders on the bottom. There you can read that base, F40 Competizione. And then our mainline variation, it is very gloss black. So this is a very distinctive gloss black colorway for it. I think the mainline looks fantastic though. I mean, you pair these ones side by side, that is looking good for the collection. But mainline on top, Super Treasure Hunt on bottom. You're definitely going to be able to tell the difference on these ones, and don't pass either of these up in store. They're both very collectible, both amazing models. You're going to absolutely love them. But mainline Ferrari F40, Super Treasure Hunt Ferrari F40 2026 Hot Wheels C case. The F40, you know what? That's going to go on the top to display. That's one of our best ones this year. And 2026 Hot Wheels D case, we have the 64 Impala. Check this beauty out. This is meant to be like a lowrider style Impala. It's a light Spectra Flame metallic blue colorway with all the lowrider graphics on there. TH logo you can see right there on the rear, and it'll be on that side as well, just to make it proportionate. And then on the top, you can see all the cool graphics, the Spectra Flame blue paint job, classic 64 Impala on the rear end, front grille all chromed out and everything. And on your bottom base, it is all chrome right there with my fingerprints sitting on there. We do have these slicked real riders on this one, so not treaded on these ones, but yeah, this one, white interior on there, looking really, really good. Here's our main line that I have. I haven't opened up the main line yet, but you'll be able to get a comparison video right there, so you can see the Super Treasure Hunt's more of a blue Spectra Flame, whereas the mainline variation's more of a greenish hue to it, and it's still metallic and nice. But yeah, both Really nice. You're gonna definitely love them. And then you look on the back right there, you can see the TH on the Super, the non-TH on the mainline, but that's your main differences on there. Obviously, we got the plastic rail riders, or sorry, plastic non-rail riders on the mainline variation. But yeah, it's a really nice Super. I really do like this one as well. And you know what? That one is also gonna go on the top as, I don't know, one of my favorites for this year so far. 1987 Ford Sierra Cosworth is the 2026 Hot Wheels E-Case Super Treasure Hunt, and there you can see this one. It's kind of in like a pinky color right there. We do have the TH logo just right there on the rear with the Hot Wheels logo above it, and there's your bottom base for it. We do have the slicked rail riders on this one right there, and you can see the different style of wheels on it, and then we do have that nice split spoiler on the back, very Cosworth-esque for this car right here. Not too bad, looking all right. Not really my favorite of this year. This would probably rank in the bottom for as far as Super Treasure Hunts for 2026 for me, but that's okay. There's always got to be those ones right there. And we'll put this one right in the back right there. We'll just scoot it right in on that Cascadia. Honda Civic Custom is our 2026 Hot Wheels F-Case Super Treasure Hunt right here. And you can see this one is totally meant to be for drag racing. You can see it's got the big Real Rider treaded tire on there for the grip on the front, and then it's got the slicked ones that are smaller on the rear. Kind of how they do the front wheel drive drag racing. You can see all the graphics on there. There is the TH logo right there on the front end. You can see how it's got that kind of fade style paint job, which kind of looks like oil splashed onto it. It's kind of an interesting paint job right there. You guys know I'm not a Civic fan at all. I don't really like Honda Civics, so this one might be in your favorites for the year, but definitely not one of my favorites for a Civic. So yeah, that's it. That's all. We'll put the Civic, you know what? The Civic can go right beside the Mustang. How about that? Custom Auto is the 2026 Hot Wheels G-Case Super Treasure Hunt, and this one has something very unique to it that none of these Super Treasure Hunts for 2026 have, and that is the fact that it has the plastic wheels on this one as a throwback to the red lines of the Custom Auto for this one right here. So kind of a throwback Super Treasure Hunt right there. The Hot Wheels logo right there on the side of it, and there it is from the front end. And I'm trying to see if I see the TH logo. There it is, the TH logo you can see on that front fender right there shining in my light. So it does have that one right there, and yeah, it is on that side as well. So a little bit hidden, but nonetheless, the paint job on this is fantastic. The redline wheels look really cool. Obviously, being a fantasy car, it's not going to be the most popular as far as the year goes for Super Treasure Hunts, but it does have those unique plastic wheels for a Super, which I don't know if we've ever seen that ever before. I think all the Supers have been generally just the real riders, so interesting to see that. Custom Auto, we'll put, you know what, we'll throw that right on the bottom on the inside of the Freightliner Cascadia. Subaru Impreza for the 2026 Hot Wheels H-Case. This one is a beauty. This will be up there as part of my favorites for this year. Looking fantastic in its classic blue racing livery with the yellow and the stars on there, and even the wheel color on there is kind of fitting for this one right here. You can see in the back, look at the wing on there. That is super cool to see that. We got these slicked rail riders on this one as well, as you can see. But yeah, I just love the graphics. I love the rally variation of the Subaru Impreza, the number 5. The TH logo right there on the front where that air scoop intake is. So pretty cool to see that with all the Subaru graphics and logoing on there. But yeah, amazing Super Treasure Hunt for this year. Really, really like this one. Even got the STI logos on there, even though they call this one just the Subaru Impreza. I don't think it's officially called STI as of yet. Once we see the packaging, it might be, but very, very cool. Love that one. Definitely one of my favorites for this year. That one's going on the top behind the Impala. Lotus Sport Elise, and this is a 2026 Hot Wheels J-Case Super Treasure Hunt. Nice Spectra Flame, kind of an orange paint job on there, looking really good. This casting's been around for quite some time. We've seen many different recolors of it, but I believe this is the first time we're seeing it as a Super Treasure Hunt. You can see the TH logo right there on the rear with Lotus Sport on the license plate. Your dual exhaust right there, big wing on the back of this one, scoop on the top right there, and my favorite wheels on the Hot Wheels line. I love these wheels, and this time we're seeing them on Super Treasure Hunts. We've seen them on many premium cars as well. Bottom base, we do see we have slicked rail riders for the Lotus Sport Elise, but yeah, interesting color, not a lot of graphics, nothing too exciting about this one right here, but still looking good in Super Treasure Hunt form. That one's gonna go right beside the Civic at the front right there. Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7 for the 2026 Hot Wheels K-Case Super Treasure Hunt, and we are loving seeing Porsches as Super Treasure Hunts, and this time we got the 911 Carrera 2.7, Carrera written on the side. There's your TH logo, as you can see on that side door, and we should see it on that side as well. Nice wheels. I mean, I think they're kind of fitting for a Porsche. Not my favorite look to the wheels. We got that ducktail style spoiler on there. Interesting color on this one though. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of the color on that right there, but hey, the Spectre frame looks good. We got the Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7 writing on the bottom with the slicked real riders for this one. And it's definitely a smaller feeling car. I mean, the older Porsches are small, so I mean, it is proportionate to the one in 64, but definitely a small, light Super Treasure Hunt. And this one I can see being a popular one, being a Porsche. That's gonna go right beside the Lotus Sport Elise right there. 94 Toyota Supra, and this is a tuned out variation Super Treasure Hunt. This is kind of a love it or hate it style of cars right here. A lot of people hate the tuned cars, but you know what? The newer variations of tuned Hot Wheels actually look really cool. I really do like them. I like that Pagani tuned out one, and this Supra one looks really good. You can see the TH logo right there on the rear. Hot Wheels 94 for the 94 Supra as well. Front end, I mean, you just look at how big that middle section is with the seat sticking out. Very classic MK4 Supra front ends right there. We got the blacked out wheels with the colored lip on them, big wang on the back of it as well. Bottom base, we do have the slicked real riders on there, and there it is, 94 Toyota Supra right there. Yeah, pretty cool looking one. I mean, obviously a lot of people saying they would have liked to see the non-tuned variation of the Supra, but hey, you know what? No complaints. It's a Toyota Supra. I like it. It's a nice Super Treasure Hunt for 2026, and that is all 11 of these Super Treasure Hunts for 2026 that we know so far. So only 4 more coming up, and as soon as I know what they are, and I will get my hands on them and show them for you guys. Until then, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.